I'm not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment, just one of the lyrics is, me and my crew striking out, striking in all black. Send me the drop, we'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're gonna take off the tag. Well, they kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm gonna continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Let's look at this now. You know, it's interesting talking about celebrities. So there's a monster story coming out of Atlanta. This story is celebrities being caught out there. Let me take you guys to what's happening in Atlanta. So now we have a new DA in Atlanta who will beat the former DA who was totally corrupt. The guy was corrupt as you don't know what. The guy was corrupt. So this DA, her name is Fani Willis. She's the new Fulton County DA. This is her giving her little speech.
I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
She has such an interesting perspective on this whole thing that I find it to be refreshing. That it doesn't, that, you know, when it comes to law enforcement, these political ideology, you can really throw out the door because you really have to talk about what's happening with the facts in front of you. And this DA has started doing that. Let's just look at the facts in front of us and deal with the criminality. And so let's stop dealing with the BS. So let's go through this. This is 11 Alive. This is from Atlanta. 26 alleged gang members indicted after a series of crimes against Atlanta celebrities, Fulton DA says. Now, just to catch everybody up, there's like two sets of celebrity things happening. So there are some celebrities who are rappers who have this gang. And what this gang does is they go to social media and look at what celebrities do. They go to different places or whatever. Then what they do is they go rob these celebrities. So if you know, they say, hey, look, I got a Birkin bag, right? And it's in my bedroom, or I got this, or I got that. Then they go and stalk people's houses. They see when they're on vacation, then rob them and take their stuff. And that's kind of what they were doing. Then what these guys do is then go rap about it. They make songs about it.
Yeah, but you ain't got none.
Okay. I'm very glad that you said that. Because respectfully, I beg to differ.
I killed Darnell, yeah, I shot him with my 9. I shot him 9 times, 9 p.m. on the dime. And by the way, it was November 9th.
Right? Yeah, we went up in blah, blah, blah's house and took their money. We stole blah, blah, blah's car and junked it. So not only do they do the crime, but then they go and sing about it and sell records telling everybody how they did their crimes. That's essentially what happened, what's been going on. That's my 5-second recap. So, Atlanta, there were 26 people arrested in connection with gang-related activity in the metro Atlanta area. Many incidents were connected with well-known celebrities in the city, according to the Fulton County District Attorney, Fani Willis. So she announced the indictment. So she's bringing RICO charges. RICO, now, because this is a law channel and I like to explain the law, this is, they're charging them with RICO violations. RICO is racketeering. So in other words, it's saying you're part of a criminal enterprise. That was a way, there's a lot of people who do not like RICO, but RICO is a way to, in the mob, it was really for organized crime, specifically for the mob. And what it did was, generally, a mob was like a military structure where you had one person at the top, and then you had the triangle. You know, you had 2 people below the boss, and then you have people below them, captains, and then just, you know, soldiers, and then so forth and so forth. So you had a nice like little pyramid effect. We had one person at the top, and then, you know, the authority kind of went down. But what happens is when you had prosecutions of mobsters, you could never get to the person at top because the person at top was never the one actually committing the crimes. They weren't the person doing the shakedowns. They weren't the person doing the robberies. They weren't the person doing the hijackings, right? It was always the people at the bottom. So police would catch all the people at the bottom, but they would just recruit more people. The mob would just recruit more people. So it was hard to, so, you know, it was just kind of like a big cycle. We arrest these low-level people, they get out, then we just keep it. So that's what's going on. So the government said, okay, we're going to do RICO. RICO was, if you're now a part of a criminal enterprise and we can show that you're a part of this criminal enterprise, then we could charge everybody in the enterprise with conspiracy to do crimes based, in furtherance of the criminal enterprise. So now if someone, the lowest level person, commits a murder to benefit the criminal enterprise, the people up top who are benefiting from that murder would also be criminally liable for that activity. So that's what RICO did. RICO was a way to allow the government to catch the top people in these criminal organizations. And that's essentially what they're doing here for the street gangs, is saying, well, they have this same structure. So let's get everybody, all 26 of these members, with these RICO charges, because we can now so even the people who are not essentially doing the crime, but are benefiting from the crime, we can get those people too. I know that was a long explanation, but that's essentially what it is. Ugh. So let's see what the Atlanta DA is doing. So the office said on that the gang targeted and trafficked those who flaunt their wealth on social media, like I was telling you before. They were targeting influencers. Many celebrities include. So these are the people they robbed. Calvin Ridley, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons. Brad Guzan, goalkeeper for Atlanta United. Mario Hampton, reality star from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And Brittany Mealy, a social media star who has a child with rapper Future. So these are the people who are on social media flaunting their wealth, and they target them and rob these people. Willis also mentioned that not all celebrities, the commonality was showing wealth and excess on social platforms. So that's essentially what's going on. But now the controversy, so people are like, so Nate, this seems like an everyday thing. What's the controversy here? Well, the controversy in this story is that the Fulton County DA is using the rap songs that I talked about earlier. Like after they rob somebody, then they'll sing a song about it and put that song on loop. So the DA is using that song, was like, hey, listen, these people admitted to this stuff. Here it is in the rap song. So now the media was like, yo, that's not right. Why are you using their rap songs? Aren't you just targeting minorities? Again, the black DA in Atlanta is targeting minorities and targeting hip hop culture by pointing to the fact that they're bragging about their crimes in their lyrics. So I want to play you her response to this ridiculousness.
Not targeting anyone, but however, you do not get to commit crimes in my county and then decide to brag on it, which you do that for a form of intimidation and to further the gang and not be held responsible. One of the lyrics used in this indictment, just one of the lyrics, is me and my crew striking in all black. Send me the drop, we'll kick in the house. If we steal a car, we're gonna take off the tag. Well, they're kicking indoors, committing home invasions, and now I'm using those lyrics that they're admitting to doing that. I'm gonna continue to do that. People can continue to be angry about it. I have some legal advice. Don't confess to crimes on rap lyrics if you do not want them used, or at least get out of my county.
Straight up, right? That's why I said I love this woman. She's like, yo, don't taunt law enforcement. Don't put this stuff in a rap song if you don't want me to use it, right? Right? Straight up, right? Like, yo, I don't give a flying F. If you don't want me to use your rap, don't do it. And then get out of my county. Mic drop. Boom. That I said that she's targeting, rappers and hip hop communities. She's like, I don't give a damn. So those of you who are not in the hip hop culture, you guys don't know, but now there's a big push now from some of the older hip hop, from the older rappers in the elder statesmen of the rap game. And what they're trying to do is get the message across that you don't like. A lot of the rap game is just like every other entertainment piece. It's performance, right? Like Clint Eastwood wasn't really Dirty Harry, right? John Wayne wasn't really the cowboy in the westerns, right? They were playing characters. Even Cardi B, to a certain extent, is playing a character. If you listen to her case against Tasha K, she essentially admitted she was playing a character, right? The Cardi B character is what they were saying she was. And she was like, no, I don't use drugs. I don't do this, right? That's a character. Part of the character is me, but there's a part of the character that's not me, right? And that's what she claimed defamation she won. She won $4 million claiming defamation. So the problem is that a lot of the rappers from back in the day were caricatures. And younger people believed that they were living that life. And now that's what's going on. So now people are still doing this, to thinking that that's the only way you can become successful in the business, because it gives you that street credibility, not understanding that a lot of people with that so-called street credibility didn't actually do those things. They just talked about doing those things, like Huntus was saying before. So that's like the big issue that's going on now. You know, the difference between the reality of people who are committing crimes and doing these things versus the reality of this being entertainment. And now they're trying to say, hey guys, this is entertainment. This wasn't real, you know, or this isn't real. So that's what's happening in Atlanta. Hopefully the DA who I love in Atlanta, the new DA I love in Atlanta, is making it happen. So now you got some rappers who are, you know, fighting, and they're saying, you know, free speech, we should be allowed to say what we want to say. And that free speech shouldn't be allowed to use against us. But you can't confess to committing multiple crimes and think that no one's going to use it against you. That's not how free speech works, people. So I would say this, you know, no legal advice from me, but, you know, I think it would be very, very good if you kept your mouth shut if you're committing crimes, and not publicly announce that you've committed these crimes and confess to them. It's just a wild idea that I had, but